Hello everyone to this latest Photopea tutorial. Once again, I try to keep it for about 5 minutes so that you don't get bored and you learn those techniques. We're going to focus today on the background and how to change the background colors, how to manipulate the backgrounds, how to add gradients, etc. Okay, so I've got my image here. So remember, I've got a brick background, I've got a DVD template. As you can see, I've got 3 different layers which I have at this moment in time. Now what I want to do is I want to sort of manipulate the different areas of this DVD template. So I'm going to select the DVD template here on the right hand side. Now before I can do anything, what I need to do, I need to something called rasterize the image. So you need to right click on rasterize. Now once you've rasterized it, then you can sort of start editing it and you can start working on different bits of this particular image. So I'm going to colour in the front cover, I'm going to colour in the back, and we'll have a different colour for the spine as well, just to sort of show you how this works. Okay, so on the left hand side, from the main sort of toolbar on the left hand side, select the little arrow in the corner, and we're going to select the paint bucket tool. So paint bucket tool, and then towards the bottom here on the left hand side, right at the bottom, you've got your primary colour and you've got your secondary colour. So obviously a secondary colour would be used if you're going to be using a gradient, but I'll show you that in a short while. Okay, so I'm going to click on the primary colour. I'm going to go for this sort of this greyish purplish sort of effect, press OK, and now whatever area I want to sort of colour in, I just need to click into that area. So if I click into that area, what should happen is that area should colour in, as you can see. Okay, so that looks like a lovely colour, and it goes quite well with the bricks, as you can see. Now I want to add some colour to the front cover as well. So I'm going to change that into more of a pinkish colour, selecting my colour, and then you literally just sort of click on it, as you can see. Okay, and that's how you sort of build up your colours. Now that's how to add your solid colours, but there's another technique of adding a gradient if you want to go down that route. Okay, so for the gradient route, again we've got to use that tool on the left hand side, which allows you to select the paint bucket tool or the gradient tool. So I'm going to click on the gradient tool. Once I've selected the gradient tool, here above you've got all the different properties of the gradient, so you can do various things with this. Okay, so the drop down box here selects the type of gradient that you want. You can have your linear, radial, angle, reflected. I'm going to go for the diamond effect at this moment in time. If you want to change your colours, again you've got your primary and your secondary colour there as well. I'm going to leave these colours for the time being, just to show you how this comes on. Now, in order for your gradient to sort of come into action on your actual piece of work, you need to draw a line wherever you want that gradient to sort of take place. Do you understand? So if I want the gradient to sort of take place here across the top, what will happen is the line that I've drawn, that's my sort of light. Okay, that's where the gradient is. But you can draw it wherever you want. Yeah. So if I want my text to really sort of come out on there, then you can think. The only problem with the gradient, obviously, because the gradient is covering the whole of this area, the front and the back, you will probably lose your dimensions as to where the things are going. So if you were to use a gradient, what I would recommend that you put your gradient in right at the end, after you've decided on what goes on your spine, etc., so that you've got your you've got a setup with the DVD. Okay, so I hope that sort of makes you understand, gives you an understanding, in terms of how to add a solid background colour, how to add a gradient, and I hope that's been massively helpful. So don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you keep on watching these videos over and over again, so that you understand how to build up your photo editing techniques. Thank you very much for watching.